Recently, there was a brief storm in the Arroyo Seco. Quickly, the flow in the mountain stream went from 6 cubic feet per second to 600. It didn't stay that way for long, but that brief storm left 700 acre-feet of water in Hahamungna Watershed Park behind Devil's Gate Dam. The Los Angeles County flood control operators pulled the plug within a few days to drain the reservoir. What a waste. This presentation is about a simple idea. When storms arrive, we should treat the water behind Devil's Gate Dam as a resource. With flood safety protected, we can keep more stormwater local, recharge groundwater, support wildlife, and improve public access at Hahamungna. Stormwater is about the only local water source we can grow at scale. A few winter storms create most of the annual opportunity, but if we drain captured water by default, we lose recharge, habitat value, and public benefits, despite county investments meant to do the opposite. The infrastructure is already here. Devil's Gate Dam can temporarily hold storm pulses, and Hahamungna naturally provides infiltration and groundwater recharge. The key question is operational. How much do we retain between storms, and how transparently do we balance retention with flood capacity? This real-time reservoir elevation plot shows the water rising during the recent storm and then receding when the valves of the dam are opened. Using the pool starting elevation and the approximate surface area, you can see that the stored volume is on the order of hundreds of acre-feet, about 700 acre-feet, even for a brief storm. For Devil's Gate Dam and Hahamungna, the big wins come from a small number of major storms each season. If a typical storm produces 700 acre-feet of storage or more, then 5 to 7 winter storms translate into thousands of acre-feet, water that can be banked underground instead of released. California calls this flood MAR, managed aquifer recharge, using high flows to intentionally recharge aquifers. Devil's Gate and Hahamungna can operate in that spirit, retain water when safe, and move water into recharge in the Raymond Basin rather than rushing it to the ocean. Saving stormwater isn't only about water supply. Holding water longer can improve habitat and wildlife value, support better downstream water quality outcomes, and give the public more days with visible water, turning a storm into multiple community benefits. This is a safety first proposal. Flood capacity is non-negotiable. The change is what happens between storms. If forecasts show no near-term need to create space in the reservoir, the default should be retention and recharge with clear published triggers for any releases. The changes we seek are operational, not abstract. They focus on default retention between storms, public transparency, and managing Devil's Gate and Hahamungna as a multi-benefit stormwater asset, aligned with the county's stormwater program goals. The choice is straightforward. When storms bring water, use it to build resilience. With flood safety protected, retaining stormwater at Devil's Gate and recharging at Hahamungna is a high-value, repeatable strategy every winter. We need to manage water resources better if we are to meet the challenges of dwindling imported supplies, climate change, and the biodiversity crisis. Managing stormwater better is a critical step. If you'd like more information or to get involved, check in with Stewards of the Arroyo Seco at our website, www.arroyoseco.org, or send an email to stewards@arroyoseco.org.